So we're back on trail, headed to Walnut Mountain Road, so 10.2 miles ahead. Rod just dropped me off at 19 East, and he is going to go to the other end and walk in to a beautiful Easter day and happy birthday to my baby. I gave him a choice of a 0 today or a hiking day. He said he'd like to hike. So we're going to meet about halfway through, hopefully see the waterfalls, and hike out together. So I just passed Bluebird. I'm a little late starting today. It's probably about 10 o'clock. What a pretty stream. I think that mountaintop out there is where I was hiking yesterday. You can see there's a lot more green down here as I'm hiking out of the gap. Easter's late this year, April 20th. But even with it being so late, up in the upper elevations, the leaves are just starting or still bare on the trees. So hiking mostly Good Friday and then Saturday, and today's Easter by myself. A lot of time to reflect and realize how blessed I am. And thank you, Jesus, for dying on the cross for me. It's hard to tell how steep that really is. Just climbed up. Now I gotta figure out where the trail is. It's orange there, and I have some blue blazing up here. Well, yeah, that was kind of a difficult find. I had to put GPS on. I had to jump over that fence. Sorry, I had beaches come in my hand. Got lost, flew right back out. Yeah, I jumped the fence and followed a road for a while, and GPS shows me on the trail. Oh, there's a blaze finally. Trail turns here, and that's juicy fruit from Portugal. That's where I came from, and I am now right here. Oh, I do not want to be doing this trail in the summer. I am dripping with sweat. There's a bit of damage through here. Whoops. And that's why you shouldn't film through these areas. And why it's called Trippy Hippie. Trail goes right by an old cemetery. There should be an easy trail, but there's been a lot of blowdowns. It just makes it a little more interesting. The old church over there. And the trail shows that we're going to be turning. So I'm headed this way. Kind of glad that I slide packed this. There's the trail on the other side of the road. There was some kind of tough little spots to get through with blowdowns over there. Been hard with a big pack. But yeah, I'm definitely glad I don't have my big pack with me today. Looks like we're coming out into a nice field. See some yellow. Oh, it's a road. Just saw U-Haul and Sketchbook. That was nice. Haven't seen those guys in a week or so, so it's nice to see them on trail. Just so many trees down. So crazy. Finally made it to 400 miles. Wow, 400 miles. Well, that was fun. I just met Mama Savage and G-Man. They know Happy Trails. It's so funny, the people we meet that know, like I know him or they know me, and we end up crossing paths. And we just had the 400 mark. G-Man took my picture. Wow, this is gorgeous. Jones Falls. Just off a little side trail. There is Jones Falls.
Yeah, that's
and
correct.
There is Happy Trails.
Hi.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Happy 400 miles to my dear wife, Trippy Hippie.
This is the Elk River. Trail goes right by it. A lot of hurricane damage along it. Stuff all along the banks on the right and left. Canada goose. That's some of the wildlife for the day. Look how high the debris goes to eye level. And it keeps going up, 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 up. That's all debris. How high that river was. This is Mountain Air Falls. This is beautiful.
Oh, man, my car out has been messed up today.
And
it's just had no idea where I am.
Got sketchbook there and U-Haul, and I'm
late start.
We're almost back to the Jeep, and we're gonna head back to Roan Mountain State Park for the evening today for Easter. Have a nice Easter dinner and maybe talk to family. Good morning, everybody. It's Easter Monday. Drop me back off at Walnut Mountain. Birds are singing a lot today. There's about 9 or 10 birds on Merlin when he get at the parking area when he dropped me off. He's gonna drive around to the other side again today. Let's see, we got on the trail a little earlier today. It's 7:45. It's supposed to be another really hot day today, and I'm planning on doing a 14.3 mile hike today, so I'm going to try and get a little earlier start. So I came across a bench, and it looks over this beautiful view. This is pretty through here. A beautiful morning walk. Little creek crossings this morning. Making good time today, about doing about 2.5 miles an hour. Here's the view spot. This is Moreland Gap Shelter. There's a campsite right there. There's a lot of trees down. Here's the shelter. Looks a little rough, but it looks serviceable. Yeah, probably sleeps about 6. Classic fixer-upper, love it. Just had a nice lunch down at the shelter with Mama Savage, G-Man, and Overland maybe? No, Outback. Such a pretty view way out there. And yeah, I'm still walking through. I'm walking through a lot of hurricane damage again today. Some pretty views in front of me. Maybe an old homestead of some sort at one time. It looks like there's daffodils over there too. But we are almost to the trailhead. It'll be just did a 14.3 mile day. Close to 80 degrees today. Coming out to the Jeepy. Here goes Rodney. He just dropped me off at the Dennis Cove trailhead can tell it's raining. I'm headed towards Laurel Falls, which is supposed to be really pretty. And, oh, it says the shelter's closed, but that's okay. We don't need that. So you can tell it's not the most pretty day, but we're going to make the best of it. We have about 8.5 miles to get into Boots Hostel, and I'll have my mileage caught up to start off the next day. Woke up last night in the middle of the night when my knee was screaming at me. I had to take some ibuprofen. And then it started raining shortly after that, so I think it was just feeling the rain coming in. But it's Anita's been a little creaky, so I'm hoping it works out okay today for me. I was supposed to take a 0 Easter day. I haven't taken one yet, so I'm probably overworking myself a little bit, but I really do want to hike with my friends. So I'm trying to get myself caught up and in line so that I can hike with those guys, because I miss them. It's more fun with people that you like hiking with. We ran across Pine Mountain Wilderness. We always got to take those wilderness signs. We collect those, so one of these days I'm going to have a big collage of all the wilderness signs we've been in. Rod walked down to the falls yesterday before he met me. He said it was beautiful, but wow, this is a pretty walk. The river's very pretty today. Big, tall cliff here, face. And wow, what a fancy bridge. You can tell this is one that's a touristy area, not just for AT hikers. And they got the bridge cabled off. Interesting. Guess I better put this away before I drop it on the wet rocks. Honestly, people may think I'm totally insane, worse than they already do, but this is nicer hiking, I think, than the really hot weather we had the last 2 days. And down the steps we go. Taking me a while to get down. The whole hillside is rocks and wet leaves. I'm almost to the bottom now. Wow, Laurel Falls is absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. The Appalachian Trail goes that direction. Even the moss is dripping today. This is just so gorgeous. What a wonderful place. And, oh, I see some white blazes down on the cliffs there. It looks like I go around the river. Interesting. Yep. This is the trail. Very cozy. Everything is very wet. And so a little bit on the slippery side. It is kind of slow. But wow, pretty. Right along the water we're going. This is so cool. We go right along the cliff and the water. I cannot film this right now while I'm doing it because it is really wet and slippery. This is so cool. Here's the trail. It's right up along the rocks in the river. There's some steps on the other side. Okay, that's why I just walked back up. I am dilly-dallying way too much. I need to get moving today. Unfortunately, it looks like the trail's starting to go up now, so I'll be leaving the lovely river for the mountain. Mountains are beautiful too. I really was enjoying the river. I'm not sure if these are the azaleas or the mountain laurel. I'm thinking they're the azaleas. Rod told me they were blooming, but aren't they beautiful? And it's the raindrop that's on them. Oh, so beautiful. It's taking me forever to get through this section. I need to stand along the river again. What a nice campsite that would be. Making a little better time now than I was. There's many things to slip and trip over. Looks like I have a bridge up here. Wow, it's turning into a beautiful day. We are supposed to have storms coming in, but right now it's kind of clearing up a bit. And I'm down to just my shirt, took off the raincoat. And oh, this is a nice bridge. A fancy one. Ugh. Very, very fancy. Wow. Just something about being out in nature along running water. It just makes you feel good. What a beautiful batch of flowers. The trail almost still looks fall. There's a lot of leaves on it. But the vegetation is starting to green up along the sides. Very nice view of the lake. Just filled in some water. All hydrated now. And doing the last little bit of up. And then we'll be dropping down hill the rest of the way to Boots Off Hostel. We took the RV up there this morning. So all I have to do is get myself there and Rod will be there too. Wow, that's beautiful. So we're getting there. Very close now. And it is, in fact, I think that's it down in the valley there. That I believe is Boots Off. It's just starting to sprinkle now again. So I guess the rain is coming in after all. But there's no thunder or lightning right now. So that's nice. Been a pretty good hike today. Actually turned out a lot nicer of a day than I was expecting. And yeah, I'm at 128 miles now. Or I'm sorry, 428 miles. That's something, I guess. We're starting to get there. I remember meeting the people at Boots Off Hostel down at Amacoa Falls in Georgia during the kickoff, and then again at Train Mountain on that day that was blizzardy cold and windy and snowy, and they had trail magic for us. And I thought, man, they're so far away, I'll never get there. Well, now I'm walking in. Pretty cool. So I made it. Here we are. Well, Rod just dropped me off again. Right where I got off the trail yesterday. I'm just doing a very short hike today. It's only 4.5 miles. It's a narrow. I've been hiking, I don't even know, probably 11 or 12 days straight. My body needs a break. It's tired, so I'm just gonna go a really short day, and then we're gonna drive the RV down to Damascus and park it. I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. There's Watauga Lake. Not sure if that's how you say it, but AT goes this way. At least it looks like it does. We'll double check. Yep, Appalachian Trail. And we're going to Wilbur Dam. That's where I'm gonna meet Rod today. So I should be walking along the lake a little bit today. It should be a pretty hike. It's been a nice trail, mostly just along the lake. Unfortunately, there's a lot of side trails and there's no white blazes near them, so I had to dig out the far out GPS a couple times, slowing my time down, but I'm trying to get there quickly today. Oh, finally some blazes. Usually it's fine, it's just when there's less side trails, it's hard to know exactly where you're going. Oh, people pick up your garbage. It's so sad. It looks like they got this one marked. That's good. I slept 11 hours yesterday. I was so tired, 8 o'clock. I went to bed, didn't wake up till 7. That was only because Rod woke up a little bit earlier. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's hear geese out in the distance. Love that sound. Beautiful purple along the trail. It's like I'm coming up on the dam. Obviously I don't go that way because there's a gate. So I guess I go this way. Yeah, I see a mark up on the rock up there. There's the sign. This is really pretty. Appalachian Trail. There's the Rodney. He's doing a little birding while he waited for me. We just figured out I did at least 3 miles an hour, maybe more than that. It was easy terrain, but that was pretty quick hiking for me. Elevation gain was pretty low though. It was only like, it was less than 1,000. And yeah.
Now you got to slow down.
Yeah, Rod says I have to slow down now.
Across with no socks.
Yeah. He's out for sightseeing. I was out for hiking. Starting today's adventure, headed back to Wilbur Dam Road, which says it's 15.8 miles from here. So I am basically doing a 16-mile day today. That'll be the longest I've ever done. I am slack packing, so I have a small pack. A little trip, but I'm okay. That's a normal one. Went over a root and just my toe hit it, I guess. Which can be kind of dangerous. Saw Penguin yesterday. We relocated into Damascus, and she heard we were in town. It's pretty easy to find us with our Jeep. And she stopped down to visit, and she's been off trail for 2 weeks. She went off, hurt herself, and we're back in this is a new wilderness, Big Laurel Wilderness, Big Laurel Branch Wilderness. Yay! Hopefully there's another sign. But anyway, she has been off trail for a couple weeks. She's going to try and stay in Damascus until after trail days and hope that she's healed enough to get back on trail. We also saw Will and Mosey coming into town yesterday. That was nice. Talked to them for a little bit. And met the neighbors beside us in the RV park. She was very interested in the AT, had an AT shirt on. And yeah, did some resting yesterday, some grocery shopping after a short hike, and it was a nice little rest for me. It's like a little bridge through the wetlands here. So this has been my reality the last 2 hours or so. You do a ridge, walk, and then you go up, then you go down, then you do a up, and then you do a ridge, and then you repeat. Down climbing, I looked up, out of shelter. I'm going to stop here and have a quick lunch, take my shoes off for a few minutes. It's sprinkling. It's been sprinkling off and on for hours. So Happy Trails found me at the shelter. We are about, I think, 4.8, 4.9 to maybe 4.7 even to the Jeep. So we're going to try and beat the rain. It's been sprinkling off and on for the last couple hours, but it's been really light. So we're just hoping to get back before the downpours. So you can see the lake down there. We're getting closer to it as we head down to the Jeep. We're probably about a mile out, I would guess. You can also see there are lots and lots of leaves coming up and the sun is popping out, so spring rains make spring trees and leaves and flowers. Vast Wilderness sign is right by the road, and you see the Jeep there. So made it through my first 16-mile day and feel pretty good. Probably could have made it the 20 that was going the other direction. The trail goes in up there.
Congratulations.
But I think I prefer not to do that big mileage. Just dropped us off, went through a gate, and I have Trish with me. She's camping right next to us and wanted to try out the Appalachian Trail, and we got through a hiker in front of us. So we're only doing 10 miles today, and hopefully the rain holds out for us today better than yesterday, but if it doesn't, that's part of the trail. And it's a neat barn.
Oh, that is really picturesque.
Pretty big centipede.
He's humongous.
Yeah, some sort of really interesting fungus. It's wet and it's dripping. You see it's dripping there? Set my backpack on it, and my one strap has this white stuff on it. Well, I'd call them fiddle ferns because of the way they're turned. So
They look like
they're so cool. Never seen them that big like that. A whole field of them. Very easy walking today. Seriously debating on if I should do the 20 miles, but I probably won't. That cool. It's got a direction arrow because we get mixed up sometimes. So that's nice. See another section with some blowdowns here. And you can see this is a view we've had all day off and on. We did trail magic. I forgot to take pictures, but we had trail magic. It was really good by Lunch and Mac. And it had eggs and bacon, and they had burgers, and they had everything. It was very, very good. And we sat there way too long. And so now,
rainstorm.
Yeah, we had a rainstorm while we were there. That was nice to be out of the rain under a shelter. And so now we're headed back to the Jeep. I used to be up here.
McQueen.
Yeah, McQueen. And we should be coming up to McQueen shelter real soon here. I hear voices, so it's probably down this little knob to the right. Yep, let's see it. The older shelters, this is an itty bitty one, as you can tell from the guys inside. We come. She just dropped me off. It's a very foggy morning, very wet morning. I'm actually a little later than I should be today because I just was trying to let things dry out a bit. Rained all night last night, but I was nice and warm in the RV bed. Doing about 12 and a half miles, I guess, today down into Damascus. And it should be a good day, hopefully. Oh, it's supposed to clear up. I'm hoping for that. Right now I'm in the middle of the clouds and it's a little drippy. And, oh, good thing today, Starfleet and Chicken are hiking into Damascus. They're doing a long day today. So I'll be in the same place. We're in a zero tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be hiking again together for a while. That'll be fun. Clouds are running really low today. I've been out of them multiple times today. I have to keep picking on and off those layers. But it is pretty out here today. Everything's like renewed from the rain. The birds are still doing a lot of singing as they have for the last few days. And you can see a lot more leaves popping up on the trees now. That rain last night really made a difference. The streams were all swollen as we drove up to the trailhead this morning. I got some sort of winter mix right now. A little breezier. It's not bad hiking though. I mean, warm enough. Finally made it to the Virginia state line. This is exciting. We're about 3.5 miles to Damascus, and obviously it's still foggy. Coming down into Damascus. That trail goes right by the house. Kind of neat. I don't think I ever saw the trail go right by a house before. Look at this crazy person coming up to me. Look at this. This is the famous arch welcoming you into Damascus. Like blaze on the telephone pole. Damascus is a trail city. They actually have trail days here. It's one of the biggest events on the Appalachian Trail. Thousands of people will end up in this town, and that's usually the weekend after Mother's Day. There's the white pennies. Kind of neat to walk through a town, a small town. Some trail day signs. Downtown Damascus, USA. Might stop here.
We also have yours.
Yeah, so you gotta spend some money when you're in these little trail towns. The Blaze. There's the Rodney, another Blaze on the bridge. And should recognize the RV. Second one in the line there from the street is us. So I basically am walking back to the RV today.